Listen everybody, I make funny videos. This video is creepy, not funny. So don't be like, oh my god, he's not funny, because I am. Disclaimer. Hey everybody, first off, I want to say, look how clear I am. You see this? This is actually one of the first cameras I've ever bought. I just hate using it because I feel like it makes me feel like less of a person and more of like a shitty person YouTuber who's like into themselves because I look so clear. Also, it's a pain in the ass to set up, so sorry if it's blurry. Whatever. I like making funny videos, and the reason why I started my own channel is because I want to make funny videos. I have been putting out spooky or creepy videos lately because I'll be talking to Loey over FaceTime or on the phone, and I'll tell her a scary story, and she'll be like, oh my god, you have to make that into a video, we have to collab, blah, blah, blah. And obviously I'm gonna collab with Loey because I'm the scum of YouTube, and she's like Mrs. Successful over there, and I want to punch her in the face. Me and Loey were on the phone, and I was telling her this story, and she was telling me that she basically had the exact story that she told on her channel, which I don't know what video she's talking about because I haven't watched it, but she said it is a very similar video, and she told me that I just need to tell the story on my channel. Speaking of the devil, this video is actually going to be a collab with the wonderful, the beautiful, I'm just kidding, I love her, the wonderful LoeyLane. Oh my god, last time I did this, I said church instead of jail about her video and everyone bit my face off. But she's gonna be telling the story of when she was younger and like living in the country and a crazy man came to her house, and it's this whole big like kind of kidnap, crazy man type story, and it's very creepy and scary. Very interesting. It's something you guys didn't know about her. It's something I didn't know about her. So you're gonna wanna go check that out. It's gonna be in the description below. Let's get into my story. When I was in high school, my cousin, my aunt, and my uncle moved out east Long Island. Now where I live, it's very suburban, it's very poppin', a lot of people, a lot of things to do. But out east where they lived is very country, very spaced out houses, fields, weirder people. They moved into this beautiful, huge house. It was a big, like dark brown, old, creepy house in the middle of the woods. They had, I think, 6 acres of land, all woods. And then like their neighbors also had like a lot of acres of land. So there was like double the amount of land in between them and their neighbors. Their neighbors were also very strange and always doing things outside and in their house. And we heard noises that we just couldn't explain. And they were just very strange people. What I'm trying to say is it was in the middle of nowhere, in the woods, in a very old haunted house. Throughout the years, so many creepy things happened at this house because it was haunted. Everyone in my family feels that it was haunted. No one got a good feeling in that house. No one liked being alone in that house. It was very creepy. I remember one night, me and my cousin would always stay up late, like after the parents went to sleep. We went downstairs to like make mac and cheese or something, because obviously. We looked out the back window, and keep in mind they had acres and acres of land, and we saw like flashlights, like shining. So we were being stupid, trying not to kind of scare ourselves and making a joke out of it, so we grabbed flashlights and were shining in the back, and whatever we did with the flashlights, they would do back. I never got an explanation for that, but that's just one of the creepy things that would happen in the house, and there's more to it and a lot more things that happen, but I want to make a separate video on all the creepy things that happened in that house with my cousin. So give this video a thumbs up if you want to see that, because there are very creepy, eerie things that happen there. My aunt and cousin would always see this white van around town, and it was a smaller town, so it could have been a coincidence that they would always see the white van, but they always saw it, whether it was my cousin leaving school or my aunt at the store or the bank. This van always seemed to be around. One weekend, I happened to go to their house to have a sleepover with my cousin, and my uncle went away on business. So it was just my aunt, me, and my cousin in the house. It was a normal weird night. We heard our normal weird noises, felt our normal weird vibes, and my cousin wound up falling asleep before me. And it was really late in the night, like maybe 2 in the morning, and my cousin Adriana started talking in her sleep. But she wasn't just saying anything. She was saying, he's coming, he's on his way, he's gonna be here soon. And I had the chills just saying it because it was so scary. Just as she was saying he's almost here, I saw headlights turn down the driveway. They had a really long, like 1/4 mile driveway, and I couldn't see what kind of car it was because I was on the 2nd level and it was obviously very dark outside. The second that I couldn't see the car anymore, like when it got too close to the house, she said, he's here. That made and still makes the hair on my body stand up because that is so creepy, and we always said that her and I have kind of like intuitive behavior. So the man pulls up and gets out of his car, comes and knocks on the door, and my aunt answered the door. He was a very strange man. He seemed exactly how the crazy men seem in horror movies, like when they come to the door. And he was asking about like, I think the water heater or something in the house that, you know, your parents deal with and you don't. Keep in mind, it's 2 or 3 in the morning. Like it's in the middle of the night. Who comes and checks on that in the middle of the night? My aunt kept on implying for him to come back at a later date, like when my uncle is there, but she didn't want to let him know my uncle wasn't there. And he just kept on insisting. And there was a way through the backyard that you could get to the water heater in the basement, and you could lock the basement door to get into the house. So my aunt was like, whatever, I don't want to make this man mad. I don't want him to know that my uncle wasn't there. So she was like, I'll just lead him through the backyard into the basement. He could check the water heater and leave, whatever. As she walks outside and past him, she looks and it's the white van that they've seen all around town for the past like months or years or whatever it was in their driveway, and this man was from that white van. But not only that, this is the scariest part. She looks in the windshield and she sees a Michael mask. You know, like the scary movie Michael? She sees that mask in the windshield. She had no idea what to do. She didn't want to scream because, you know, like once you start acting scared, that's when things like escalate, like especially in movies, real life, I'm assuming too. So she just kept calm and she led him to the water heater in the back. The whole time the man is just acting weird and eerie. My aunt is getting the worst vibe from him. It was just so creepy. She had no idea what to do. I had no idea what to do. I was up in my cousin's room and my cousin was still sleeping. So he goes in the basement and my aunt quickly runs around the house and inside and locks the basement door, and she wedges a chair underneath the doorknob so that there's no way he could have possibly opened the door. She waits a few minutes, obviously terrified. I was terrified upstairs and I didn't really even know what was going on. She's watching the basement door from her bedroom, and when she looks closely at the doorknob, she could see it slowly turning. Now, he couldn't open it because it was locked, but he was testing out to see if it was locked. And he felt that it was locked, and all you saw was the doorknob just slowly turning. Now, I know that sounds really scary, but if you really think about it, like think of his face on the other side of the door and think of what was going through his mind. Why was he trying to get into the house? What were his motives? What was he trying to do? Why was there a mask in his van? And why was he there in the middle of the night? Did he know my uncle wasn't there? My aunt could have easily gone and got his license plate, but in order to get out of her bedroom, she had to pass the basement door, and that was just absolutely terrifying. So that never happened. And by the time she did go to check the license plate, he was gone. I'm pretty sure she called the cops and nothing ever came from this. He never let her know what was up with the water heater. Clearly he wasn't there for that reason, and it was just the creepiest thing ever, and we never got answers. She never saw the van again. Like, did he stop following her if he was following her? It was just a very creepy, eerie story that we never got answered. This was just a really creepy video I wanted to share with you guys, and again, so many more creepy things happened in that house, and I'm not just saying that like to put in this video. Like really a lot of creepy things and haunted things happened in that house that I would love to share with you guys. So if you do want to see that, give this video a thumbs up. I have pictures of the house. It was very, very creepy. And again, I like making funny videos. This video was not funny at all, so I'm sorry about that, but for the people who enjoy creepy videos, you're welcome. For the people who don't, I'm so sorry. Go watch my last video. It's literally ridiculous and funny, so you'll enjoy that. And yeah, this video is a collab with LoeyLane. Go check her out. Her story is insane and gave me chills once again. Queen of horror. You're gonna love it. And I can't wait for me and Loey to be together again so we can actually film a video together again. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe. Did I mention to subscribe? My goal is to be at 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I really feel like that can happen. Like, you guys have been amazing lately, commenting, giving likes, sharing. It's been crazy. I've never had this on YouTube in all my 5 years of doing it, and I just want to say thank you again. But yeah, until next week, I will see you guys next week. Bye!